Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dynasty3890 here. We are back another MLB 17 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. Today we are doing a new top 5, and this is my opinion for a top 5, so I want to hear what you guys have to say down below for your top 5 for this list. We've already done starters, we've already done relievers. Today we're doing my favorite top 5 catchers. Now with catchers it can be a little confusing because are we allowed to use a guy who has whose primary position is like first base, who has a secondary position as catcher? I say we can use that. Now, I'm not saying. Now, I don't think we will count people who don't have a secondary position, as catcher. So, like 97 Zobrist doesn't have catcher as a secondary position, so you won't count them. But there's other players who will be on the list who have a primary position, not catcher. Secondary position is a catcher, and they do count. Again, this is my list from cards that I have used, and I'll tell you why I like each of them. Now, let's get right in the list with number 5. All right, starting up here, we have Flashback Hardware Giovanni Soto. Now you get him through Conquest, and I got him relatively early on in the game. He wasn't one of my first catchers I got, but he was really solid. I mean, nothing wows you. Now with catchers, you're not going to find like offensive juggernauts most of the time at catcher, and if you do, they usually have suspect fielding. Now he doesn't have good fielding. He has solid arm strength, solid power in the mid 70s. Contact versus left is pretty good. Really good discipline. Vision's about average. But you know what? As a package, when you find a catcher, it's kind of hard to find good catchers. Like, you look around, there's not a lot of them, and he just does a lot of things really well, like above average or average. And you combine all that together, a pretty good card. So with Soto, I put him as number 5, my 5th favorite catcher I have used this year. All right, number 4 here we have Evan Gattis. Now, Gattis is a better hitter than the Soto. They have basically the same fielding and same arm strength. Now, discipline and clutch for the Gattis is worse. His power is a lot higher. 84 versus right, 74 versus left. He always is usually like a 4 or 5 star, so he gets that nice boost. So his power versus right and left are usually both at 84. Contact versus left today is at 81, normally a 71. So about the same contact, a little worse. Plus 10 in power for each compared to that Soto. Basically the same fielding, a little worse discipline. However, you know what this Gattis does have? He can play both left and right. He can catch. And he also has an amazing beard, and he doesn't wear batting gloves. And look good, feel good, play good. And when you have an amazing beard, you look good. Team beard. So yeah, Evan Gattis, number 4. I got this card on day 1, and I loved him. And I think right now he's not on my team anymore, and I just recently got him off the team. But I know when there's a future event that requires you to use American League hitters only, hint in like a week or so, he'll be on the team. I guarantee it. Number 3 on the list is All-Star Flashback Devin Mesoraco. I was using him a lot in this last event, and he can't field. He's awful at fielding. Don't be fooled by the 60 fielding. It's worse than that. Any outfielder who would throw a strike to him, he would drop it. It was ridiculous. His arm strength's at 78, basically the same as the other arm strengths for the other catchers we've looked at. As you can see, I mostly want catchers who can hit. Yeah, the fielding's nice, but you know what? If a guy steals second base, it's not a big deal. Just make sure you strike out the next hitter. But his 86 power versus right, 71 power versus left, he demolishes right-handed pitching. I don't care about the contact versus right. He demolishes with them. I'm not sure if I can see his head. So this is only in event games, I believe. I use this Mesoraco. Only event games. So just keep that in mind. A 400 average. How many home runs did he have? 9 home runs. A slugging percentage of 1,175. That's not his on-base plus slugging is 1,604. In 40 at-bats, 9 home runs. That's only in event games, I believe. Which is just, that's how good this card is, guys. I love this Mesoraco. An amazing hitter. His fielding is so freaking bad. That drops him down to number 3 instead of number 2. Number 2 here is Jonathan Lucroy. So you get him from finishing the Milwaukee Brewers collection. The Team Epic. You get the collection, you get the, drawing the blank on the guy's name. He's not important for this video, but the catcher for finishing the Epic is this 92 Lucroy. All-Star card, so if you're working on the All-Star, that's great. Not much of a power guy. 62 and 59, and I do like power guys, but his contacts are both in the mid-80s. 91 discipline, which discipline is really good. It helps with the PCI. Vision's at 78, that's not bad. This is where, though, one thing that he has the other guys don't is fielding. 86 fielding and 80 arm. The arm's barely better, but the fielding's better. Does do a really good job blocking. Doesn't have the best arm out there. But overall, it's not a bad card, guys. I really do enjoy it. I recently just took him off the starting lineup because I'm switching over someone else. He is my backup, excuse me, on my main team. He also can play first base too. That's a secondary position on this. So that's a nice little bonus if you want to, I don't know, you're in like an extra inning game and you need to get a guy at first because you pinched it for someone else. Well, you can move Lucroy over there. So keep that in mind. It's always nice to have secondary positions. It won't affect his fielding too much. But yeah, Jonathan Lucroy, my second favorite catcher this year. And lastly, guys, number 1, Víctor Martínez, diamond. You get him from the ticket store, and he's worth every ticket. Look at this. Look at the hitting. He might be my favorite hitter I've used this year. I'm not exaggerating that at all. If your favorite hitter that you've used is a catcher, that is invaluable. Now, his fielding's 53, his arm strength's 74, which is basically average for what these catchers have been. I mean, his fielding is bad, and it's a secondary position, so he's going to get a little bit of a decline in that. I've only used him for 1 game so far at catcher. Didn't really notice anything yet, but he didn't have to throw anyone out. Didn't have to really block any pitches. But people who I trust say it's not that bad. He's not that bad of a catcher. And when you get 92 contact versus right, 99 contact versus left, 76 power versus right, 92 power versus left, and 94 vision, 85 discipline. Holy moly, guys. This guy just destroys pitchers. He's also a switch hitter, which is nice. And if his fielding is just average with that kind of hitting, I don't know what's a better catcher out there in my opinion. I really don't. But he's number 1 for me. I bet he's number 1 for a lot of you guys if you've used him. Víctor Martínez, impact veteran. Get him from the ticket store. If you have the tickets, go out and buy him. Put him at first or catcher. He's probably better than anything you have. And yeah, that's it. That's my top 5, guys. So we got Soto, Gattis, Mesoraco, Lucroy, and Vmar. I want to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments down below. If you are new to the channel, hit that sub button. If you did enjoy this, do me a solid and drop a like. I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Take it easy. Peace.